Hey guys, Jason here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my Volcano EPX Pro brushless, and I put the hardcore, it's a hard body shell Jeep body on there, and it is really awesome, I think. I also added headlights to it and taillights and stuff, but what I'm going to talk about now is what I want to do with this. I want to kind of take it and turn it into a semi-scale looking crawler. And right now the gearing that's in it is the stock gearing. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood here. But it says right on it, it's got this little tag right here. It's a 64 tooth main gear and a 21 tooth motor gear, and this is the brushless version. So I want it to be a crawler. I mean, this right here, it's a good little racer. Not really fast, but it's a good mix between fast speed and some low end power. But what I want to give it is more low end power and not as high end speed. And so what I ordered up here are a couple of motor gears. I couldn't find a bigger main gear, so what I did is I went with a smaller motor gear. And so what I got is a 17 tooth 0.6 module motor gear, and then I got a just in case that one might be still too fast, I got a 14 tooth, and this one might be way too slow, but I don't know. So this is what I want to do, is I want to kind of convert this into a semi-crawler, kind of more stock kind of like back in my Jeeping days. I used to, like, even though my Jeep lift wasn't very big, and my real Jeep, with the ARB air lockers, I used to be able to crawl over almost anything. And so I'm going to try to do that on a smaller scale. And I know this isn't perfect, because this is independent front suspension, and I know the Jeeps have like a Dana 30 up front with the especially the Rubicon with the ARB lockers and stuff in it, but this one's going to be just kind of going for a realistic kind of look and performance, semi-realistic. This hard shell body, it adds a lot of weight to the Volcano suspension, and so what I ended up having to do is the Volcano Pro, it has these adjustable aluminum shocks, and you just adjust the springs down to get that where you want the squishiness to be, and the flex of the tires. And when you put the body on there with this extra weight, because it's a hard shell, it really makes it flex nice, and I think this will make a pretty good crawler. I might have to pull the foam out of the tires so that they flex a little bit more, but hey, there's not much sidewall on these stock tires. These are the stock Volcanos, but they'll still flex a little bit more if I take the foam out of them, and then might give me a little better grip for maybe some crawling action or something. But this is what I plan on trying to do, and just experimenting with, because most of the time I see people with their Volcanos, here's the truck body, set that on there, but most of the time I see people with their Volcanos, they're going for speed, and you can do that. I mean, you'll have to upgrade the steering parts and the some of the suspension parts to aluminum, because the plastic probably won't hold up on you. Probably end up breaking. But but yeah, I mean, it's just the Volcano I love it because of its really nice, soft, squishy suspension that's fully adjustable, and I think this will make a good you know, semi-scale crawler with my Jeep body on there. If I know it doesn't have as much ground clearance as like the Everest Generation 7 or 8, Generation 7 I think it is. So it's like from Redcat. I mean, Redcat's probably, I think, the best way to go for all of your RC stuff. So but yeah, I mean, especially for the price, and what you get for the price is just unbelievable. And so, but yeah, I'm gonna try to turn this little Jeep into a semi-scale. I mean, yeah, I know it's like a real Jeep has the solid front axle, solid rear axle with a Dana 30 and Dana 35 in the rear most of the time. Sometimes it's a 44. My Jeep had a 44 in the rear. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what's going to happen with this RC. And we'll try these gears. I'll start with the 17, and then I'll see how that does. But I want to lower the top end speed, and I want to give it more torque at the low end speed so I can crawl over stuff. But that'll make your throttle a little more touchy, so you got to be a little easier on the throttle, because yeah, the brushless, they have a lot of power on them, and as it is right now, once it gets going, you can floor it. It'll do a wheelie on you. And so by gearing it down, it'll be more likely to do a wheelie on you, especially if you floor it. But by careful throttle control, you should be able to climb over stuff. So I'm going to try it out. We'll see what happens. Because yeah, most people are trying to go for speed and jumping and stuff with these, and I'm just going to go for crawling and slow speed. And we'll see what happens. And I'd like to show that to you. I'm going to take apart my differentials and use some hot glue to turn them into posi. And the thing that's awesome about hot glue, it's not permanent, so you can peel it back off if you don't like it. You can go back to original easy. But like back in the old days, we we welded the front differential in my Jeep. And that's really not recommended, but it worked for us when we were out there 17 years old or whatever, doing our 4x back in the old Jeeping days. But anyway, this is a lot more affordable way to do it and mess around with it. So yeah, so I'll show this on video, so when I do it. But just tonight, I'm just giving you a heads up of what I plan to do with this model, or with this RC. The Redcat Volcano EPX Pro brushless version. Yeah, as it is right now, it's a fun little RC. But yeah, I'm going to try to turn it into a little bit of a crawler and see how that turns out. And I don't see people on YouTube doing that, so I'm going to try it and see what happens. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow night or so, I'll start working on that and getting some video of it. So, alright, talk to you later. Oh, and thank you to all my new subscribers, man. I can't believe how many people have been subscribing this week. And so thank you guys for being interested in, you know, my gardening and solar and wind stuff that I do in my house, and my little tractor and my RC stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And maybe, it's cool. I like it. So alright, talk to you later. Bye bye.